Hi. My name's Marianne Winiger, and I just wanted to give you a little experience of me talking and my energy and frequency and all, because, written words and just images, they're kind of flat and you don't really get a sense of a person. And anyway, I had energy to do this, so here I am. Um, wow, how to even start? I guess from um, when I was really young, I knew there was something more to life, huh? Um, and when I was really young, it was a new bicycle or, the desires that I had. And then later it became the lover or the partner or the husband. And then it was money. And then I started searching and I went to India in the 70s. And then, how that goes, it became wanting enlightenment. But there was always this longing inside of me that um, never went away. And I met the human design system in it was I think it was 1993. And then a few years later I had a reading with Ra, and he had just introduced type and authority. Prior to that, I love the human design system. I thought, wow, this is an amazing system. It's a system for people to love themselves and accept themselves, and that was so important for me. And I actually thought I was living that. Little did I know. Anyway, I really loved the system right away. But when I met Ra and he introduced type and authority, and uh, basically I had a reading with him, and that's how I learned about being a generator and having sacral authority. And I had been searching a long time. And when he said, it's 7 years to experiment because it's a cellular transformation, I I felt, well, I've been searching for 25 years. What's 7 more years? So I didn't even know I was radical. It was a way Rod described me to myself many years later. He said, now I know why you had to be so radical, because as an adult, there's no other way. The conditioning is so strong. Anyway, I I started waiting, and for me waiting was the pressure cooker, huh? It was also the birthplace of transformation and awakening. It really that waiting was really something. Um, and just responding in sounds to make decisions. I mean, this was wild. I mean, I'd go, uh-huh, and my mind would be like, what, are you crazy? You can't say yes to this. And I'd go, uh-uh. My mind would be like, what, are you crazy? You can't say no to this. You're going to miss an opportunity. And it was truly through that I got to see the mind. And it didn't take long. I mean, I have to say it was already in the first couple of weeks that I knew that this was really something. I had never lived this before. I mean, I had done therapy groups and meditations and music and singing and all kinds of things, experimenting with just so many things. And this was different, and I recognized that right away, that this experiment of strategy and authority was really different. And I would say I don't know. It was the first year. I know that. It was the first year. Um, the longing disappeared. I wasn't longing for anything anymore because I saw that, oh, the truth. I tear up when there's truth. What I was longing for was myself. I wasn't longing for enlightenment or money or love. This was the deepest core in me, was longing to live me, to really experience what it is to be me and to move through life in that way, huh? So um, I remember Ra was living in Sedona at that time, and that's where I was living. And in India, I had a few amazing satoris. I mean, these experiences where you are like pure consciousness or pure awareness. You're not even aware of your body in a sense. You're just out of the out of the game, huh? And I remember saying to Ra that I wouldn't trade all of those satoris for one cup of coffee as myself. Because those satoris came and went. And this space I got to within myself is always there. It's me, it's what I was born with. And yeah, it's just been an amazing journey. Uh, And it's so funny because I never wanted to learn human design. My mind never wanted to learn human design. It was like, oh my God, so much information. It's so mental. I mean, I had all of this stuff, but you know, Ra kept asking me, "Are you going to do my course on da da da?" And I kept going, "Uh huh, uh huh." And I remember when one course was over, and I was walking out of the classroom, he would say, "Marianne, are you doing the next one? Da da da, whatever it was." I'd go, "Uh huh," and I'd be like, "Damn, I keep responding." So for about 15 years, I learned human design. And I can't say I learned it mentally. I often felt like I was a big cow sitting in the classroom, the mammalian part of all humans, and I just absorbed it. And it just came into me because really what I cared about was my experiment. That was really where all my energy was. And when I would be with people and human design people, and they'd be talking about this and that, and I'd be like sitting there thinking, okay, I'm a generator. All I need to do is wait to respond because I couldn't follow often, especially in the beginning. Um, so I am. A certified analyst and a teacher. I haven't taught or done readings in now, wow, a long, long time. All of my energy has been to help people to live who they are, to go deeper into the experiment. And before COVID happened, I was doing live immersion workshops, and they were very powerful and very simple. And I look forward to offering them again whenever that may happen. But what I have been enjoying is doing online workshops now, gathering people um, online for some aspect of the experiment. Um, yeah, it's been an amazing journey. You know, we never really know what we're here to live. We never really know what life will bring. It's all the unknown. I mean, the only thing I really know is this moment, and I'm sitting here talking to you, but actually I'm just looking at my laptop screen, but a moment from now, who knows? I might not even be here. We just don't know. And I think, God, Ra would always say that gods love a good joke, and I I had gotten very clear about, maybe a year and a half ago, maybe longer, that, it was, I've had enough human design and working with people. And I had responded strongly to retiring. You get where I'm going, huh? And I wanted to give people time to have a session with me or do an immersion or whatever. And so I had it be like for December of 2019, and or was it 2018? I don't remember. I have an open ash. I really don't remember. Anyway, we all know that in March the pandemic hit. The whole world, basically. And it became clear to me that it was no longer correct to not be available, because these times moving towards 2027, and for those of you who are new to human design, Ra talked about global cycles, and that, for the past over 400 years, we've been living one theme as humanity, and the evolution of humanity is when, we cycles change. So in 2027 there will be a whole new theme for humanity's evolution. So these 7 years moving towards 2027 are really going to be intense times, because it's almost like the foundation that we've lived on, you know um, for these past 400 years, which go back, 16 generations or something. So our ancestral lineage, this very foundation is shifting. And it's almost like a cosmic earthquake, not so much, physical, but the tectonic plates are shifting underneath our very feet. So, this pandemic that we've all been living through is just one way that the shift is showing up. So, anyway, so it became correct for me to be available again. Um, and yeah, um, I'm actually surprised at how much energy I have to be available in ways that are correct for me, not just across the board, but you know, um, uh, this last week I feel like, I'm plugged into the electric outlet of human design. It's like I'm so charged with energy, um, and yes, I'm almost 72 years old right now. Yet that's just the body, huh? Mm. Because what lives inside this body has no age. It's consciousness in form, and it has no personality, this consciousness. It takes a personality when it comes into form and we relate to another human being. There is a personality there, but it's ageless, and that's what I identify with, that sometime this body's going to go, but what lives inside this body, no. It's just going to go back to wherever it came from. So yeah, so I hope that gives you a little bit of a feeling of who I am and what I have to offer. And I don't take anything personally, really. If I'm not for you, great. If I'm for you, great. It doesn't matter. What really matters is, we just stay true to ourselves. wherever that takes us. And we make decisions in our life from that place inside us, or our decision making process that moves us in this life. Because, to live who we are is so precious. It's so precious. To be aware is, I mean, we came in totally aware. And then the journey of life began, and we lost that awareness, and the mind took over, and, you know, on and on and on. But I do want to say that, yes, it's difficult as an adult. And Ra would often say that this information is for the children. Well, I want to say, no, it was for me. And it's for you too. It's just a little hard. We have a lot of old patterns of behavior that we've lived our life from, and those will fall away in the experiment. And I like to joke that, you know, in this life, I got two lives for the price of one. I got my life before I lived my experiment, and this life now, living as myself. And wow, you know, if you look at me, I mean, if you were a fly on the wall, in my home, and you watched me in my life, you would think, what kind of a life is this? You'd probably run away from human design because it doesn't look like anything's happening. Yes, there, occasionally I'll meet a friend or whatever, visit family, or go on a cruise. I love cruises, or that kind of thing, or do something with human design. But most of the time, it's really nothing's going on. But inside, I never expected to get to live from a space that I live from. Even in my wildest dreams, when these amazing teachers talked about awakening and enlightenment, what my mind thought it meant, and to just live as myself and go deeper and deeper and deeper into that living. There's no goal. It's not like at the end of 7 years you get a fancy watch. It's just the 8th year, the 9th year, and it just deepens. And now it's over 25 years for me. And this, it's like, it's almost as if what the mystics talked about, I experience in my body, in my form, and in my spirit. Yet it's not special. It's nothing. It's just me living me, and it's you living you. I mean, this is how Ra would call it, our birthright. We came in like this. And then the journey began, huh? And I'm just so grateful that my journey brought human design to me, and that I am living me now. I'm living something I never dreamed of as possible. And it's really nothing. All right. Well, yeah. Uh, Take care. And um, yeah, I enjoyed sharing like this. So thank you for the chance to do this. Take care. Bye bye.